I've got a dilemma, absolute dilemma. My storage space that I've got all my stuff in, I've outgrew it. Here, let me show you. This here is supposed to be our new home. And I hurt my back, I got injured, and I started using it to store train stuff in. And now my back's better, and I gotta get this stuff out of here because I gotta finish the remodel on this thing. I gotta fix it. This was flood damaged. So I did the right thing and I went ahead and I built another shed. And it took a lot longer than I thought. And I was posting pictures of it on the Facebook to let people know that I was still alive, because if I don't put out a video every week, people start, hey, did you die or something? What happened? Come to find out, guys thought it'd be really interesting to see the shed build, because it's storing trains, so it's sort of related to the channel. But I don't got it step by step. It's just kind of a summary. It's an overview. Today's Saturday, August 24th, 25th, something like that. It's been all month of August I haven't made a video because of building this thing and making money fixing RVs. Today's the day we're going to move into it, put the shelves in, get all the stuff organized, so I'm going to get on that and show you what it looks like when it's all said and done, because, you know, train stuff, train stashes. I'm Ron with Classic Model Trains. Hang out with me a bit and I'll tell you this story. Had a bit of a drainage problem right here. When I put all this gravel in over here, it kind of ran down into that fence. Then it plugged up my drain. So then we'd have overland flooding whenever it rained really hard. So I took all this dirt here, and it ends up being about 3 feet deep over here. Then we lifted it up with a shovel, put it in the old wheelbarrow, then moved it over here to level this area up to start building the shed for storing trains in. So we're just doing the subfloor now. We've got it furred up so I could put plywood on the bottom of it like this, so I can insulate the floor, because the whole thing is going to be insulated so it doesn't become like 150 degrees in there in the summertime and melt all the plastic. Now this is step one of a 37-step process. No, not really. But I got to get a shed built and store all the trains that are in the fifth wheel in the shed so I can get back on the fifth wheel and finish remodeling it so we can move into it. These are the things that I do in between fixing RVs and fixing trains and making videos. Never a dull day. This would be day 5, day 4 of working on it. Moving the dirt, 2 days to move the dirt, and then a day to frame that, and a day to do this, and I hope to have the subfloor on. And then tomorrow we'll be starting on walls. Should go pretty quick after that. Well, it's insulated. We've got a vapor barrier on it. We're ready to put the subfloor on. And I look off over here to this, and it's dark over there, and it's coming this way. So I got to race like the wind to get some plywood on this so it doesn't blow away. Starting day 5, I guess it's Sunday morning now. Subfloor is done. 1 wall's put in. I got all the material here. We've got construction zone central going on. I'm hoping to have the whole thing framed in today. Well, 2 more walls, because the front one, we're going to put a door in it, and then we're going to put a window in it. And I didn't buy the window, so I don't know what size window I'm going to put in it. The old pickup here, full of wood. Yep. And just a short 3.5 hours with lunch, it's framed. I love framing. It took a week to do the groundwork and then build the floor, and now it's just done. And oddly enough, being 10 by 15, it's almost bigger than my house. Yeah, now the hard work is going to be sheathing it. We'll put T111 on it, and then doing the shingles up on the roof. This is the second one of these that I've built. Of course, I built this thing the first year I was here, but this is the first cabin. This is what this one's going to look like, except for it's going to have a 36-inch walk-in normal door instead of this garden shed type of door, and it's going to have a window in it right there. Another couple days, and it'll be dried in and ready to go. Spend more time going to the dang Home Depot and loading up material than I do working on it seems like. Goodness gracious. We're hoping to come in at about 4,000 on it. I'll see what the numbers are going to be when it's all said and done. So I'm going to spend the rest of my Sunday enjoying some beer. This is one of my more happier moments right now because we're putting the roof on. That means that we've almost got it completely dried in. This is almost done. Very, very happy. Very happy indeed. This is the little lady's just showing up and she's got breakfast. So I'm gonna go get me some of that, sure. Well, I guess my work day is going to be a little bit shorter today than I had anticipated. We don't know what that is, but it stinks, and we are directly downwind of it. We're going to go to the bar, I guess, for a while. Well, it's been going for about 4 hours now. Toxic? Oh my God, it just stinks. There's a guy up there on a ladder truck. He's been up there for 6 hours now. But there wasn't only one of them. There was like 5 of them. And they've got it whooped into shape now after poisoning the countryside. They're just about finishing up, I think. We'll be able to sleep tonight without being carbon monoxide to death. We don't know still what was burning. Tires, junk cars, I don't know. But man, oh man. Here's some photos of the stuff that we seen from when we were hiding out up in the heights. Looking over, you know, on the side of the hill, looking in. And then here's what my security cameras showed was going on here while we left. And it's just like, oh, it looks like the death. It is loud around here. I'm super happy the boys are getting her all whooped into shape over there. It looks like the building is still going to be in place. So I lost half a day's work. Tomorrow is supposed to be 102 degrees. Get up early in the morning and get some more stuff done to the world's greatest train shed. Just the joys. Just the joys of living on the poor end of town. Guys they seem like they're cheated out if we don't throw this part in. So now is a good time to do classic model trains, classic model of the week. Do you guys know who this is? If you do, type in the comments down below. If you don't, hang out till the end. I'll let you know who it is. Let's get back into it. It's the next day now. Our voluntary evacuation is now completed. And I am finishing up insulating. We're insulating it and then putting 7/16 OSB over the walls. And then we're maybe going to paint it, so we're not 100% sure. And then we're going to put the insulation up in there. Work continues. I got so much stuff in here, materials that I bought, that I'm tripping over it all because I got like 5 different projects going on at once. I need to finish up the breaker panel, run my circuit up here for the fan that I framed in wrong, so I got to do that again. Lighting outlets and electrical outlets and freezer and refrigerator are going to go in here, and trains and everything. Oh, okay. Back to it. My most unhappiest times. It does the nicest job of making the job look super nice, but boy, I hate painting. Usually the little lady's doing this, but she's got to go to work today, so I've got to paint for the next couple days. Make this thing really pop. Well, here's the inside of the shed right now. We're a little behind the schedule, of course, and I don't have the insulation in up above yet. But I gotta get moving. We're gonna put this stuff in. What is this? Rust-Oleum epoxy garage floor stuff. So we're gonna have that cool gray looking stuff down here. And yeah, says it's for concrete, but it's epoxy paint. And I worked on my bar floor out in North Dakota. I painted it with this stuff and it held up like nobody's business. So, ooh, hot rod. I'm gonna get on this project here right now, and I can't stop. It's like it sets up, it's quick. 2-part epoxy and paint mixed together. And so I gotta ram it and jam it until it's done, but I'll come back with it afterwards. While constructing the shed, I celebrated my 57th birthday. And I can't recall if it was the day before or the day after, but I promptly fell off of this deck right on the ground because I had neglected to put in one of these things when I built this little deck like 7 years ago. 7 winters, icy, snowy, rainy, managed to make it off. And this step down here was only like this wide. So I'm glad it was me that fell off and I didn't get hurt. I don't think so, maybe I did. Glad the little lady didn't fall off and didn't get hurt. And I figured it's time to put a railing up on this stupid thing. This took a day, or one of my work days, which is like half a day. There's a plan for this thing here. Instead of going up into it, it just hasn't come out yet. because this camper's not going to be here anymore. Neither will that deck. There'll be a new fifth wheel here, new to us, that one over there. And then there'll be a deck and all this other stuff, so it's just a one big master plan that's slowly coming together. Well, at the end of move-in day one, this is what we've accomplished. Got the wide lens on here, 8 feet of shelves back over here. Walmart, they're nice enough to sell these heavy-duty six-tiered shelves to you for $136 a piece. Oh, yeah. And I already had everything in boxes and labeled up, but I got a new system for this. We got to get more shelves in, but I got to take stuff apart over in the fifth wheel and move the shelves in over here and set it back up. And then my back started really aching on me. And so I figured I better shut her down. That's why I have half work days, because the old back, he ain't 45 or 50 anymore. Another day, I'm hoping to finish it up. You notice this, we don't got a window over here. It just didn't work out. I didn't like it. I put the panel in, and then I got a vent down under here. And why is there a vent in here? Well, there's going to be a freezer sitting here, and there's going to be a refrigerator sitting here. It's wired up, separate circuits. They generate heat. When they cool on the inside, the heat goes to the outside. When the insulation in the ceiling is in, this is a bath fan, 100 CFM. And that'll extract the heat out here. The vent over here is going to be the makeup air. And this will blow it up into the attic. And there's a continuous ridge vent up there. And with any luck, it will blow the heat out up through the continuous ridge vent. It's my dream of dreams. In the winter, since there's no heating source in here, I'm going to have a little, like a chicken coop door that's going to go down on the inside of that vent there. The heat that the things generate from refrigerating, the little that they'll do, I'm hoping will kind of stay inside here and make it warm-ish. I'm hoping a little bit above freezing. Not much. So that's the mechanical on this door with all of its mechanical. Day 2 coming up tomorrow. Talk to you then. Holy moly. That's a lot of moving of stuff. It's the end of the weekend now, Sunday afternoon. Got that stuff all moved. You don't really know how much stuff you got until you pick it up and move it all at once. Let me show you how the shed came out. I think I've got about the same amount of storage space. Lionel stuff that needs to be repaired, or parts, or whatever have you. But I want to pull them out. They were in totes like that. And you never know what you got if you got it packed away. So now I got everything out so I can eyeball it and I can make projects. All this stuff is just mostly the stuff that don't run. Tin plate, 7-inch, scale, and locomotives, wind-ups. Oh, we got so much stuff in there. The marks, these little accessory things like this. I love these. That's what's so much fun about building the layout, is when you get to put all the scenics on it. And then all the Lionel accessories and all the doodads and operating here's and there's and what's butts this and that. And yes, I can find stuff. When I buy estates and I make an inventory list and then I break it all up and put it into things. So we've got, for our O-gauge, 3-rail straight track, corners, X's, switches. I like these because you can take the lid off and on and you don't have to fold up the lids like a normal box, and then the lids are all hammered out and stuff. Track is organized. I left this area under here with no shelves in it for bulk storage for buying estate stuff, because you get them and they show up in boxes like this, and then I got a place to put it until I get around to working it. This here is a Lionel. It wasn't an estate sale, but it was a purchase. It is unbelievable. The condition that stuff is in is so nice. So nice. We're going to have another video on that here coming up shortly. Just can't be happier. I could be. I could have stayed on budget, but I didn't. I was hoping for 4, and it came, what did it come out to? $53.50. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because everything in here, if it was sold, it'd be worth $1,000 if I'm lucky. I should be in charge of a big business. I could be a CEO for sure. This has been a long month. I barely answered my phone, let alone answered emails, messages, comments. Oh, I've been just absolutely slammed. I want to show you guys though what we got coming up next. The very next video we do, that is a Lionel standard gauge. Pre-war. Huh, this is Dave's, local Dave. He gets deals like you wouldn't believe. We were doing some test runs on cleaning it up here quite some time ago, so we got parts of it blowed up over here. But the standard gauge will be the next video. I'm going to get on it, and I'm hoping it'll be out this next Saturday. I'm going to wrap this up. Quick video. This is what I've been doing here for a month. Our classic model of the week, Vivian Lee, Scarlett O'Hara, in the movie Gone with the Wind. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you to all the 33%ers out there. I also want to thank all the channel members, because none of them bailed on me because I haven't put out a video in like a month. I was hot rodding this thing, and I just didn't have enough time in the day or 3 days to make a video. We're going to get back on a consistent upload once again. Talk to you guys here shortly. Bye-bye.